Fiddly did, it be the Selenvo on deck today. Just, I don't know why I got carried into that. But anyway, welcome back to Planetbase. I am your host, Linva the Civet Dragon. And we are now here on picking up after, well, a week, actually. I haven't played in a week. I pre-recorded a bunch of episodes, and then I just took off to start dealing with the contest stuff, and now I finally have some free time to do something that isn't Terror Attack. It's rather nice. Alright, so if I recall, we were saving up metal, and we were also trying to get our hands on plasteel. Or, not plasteel. Bioplastic, there we go. Immediately, I say it wrong. Of course I do. I haven't been playing RimWorld in the meantime. I promise you that. I wouldn't dream of it if... Wait. I wouldn't dream of doing it without showing you guys, so... Yeah, I haven't been doing any of that. So, how's our power supply doing? Looks like we've expended one whole battery charge. And we're about almost through one more. Though the power from our windmill seems to be compensating fairly nicely. We still have another 2 power collectors worth. And I think we fill up pretty good during the... Seriously. We do fill up pretty quickly during the day. Well, at least it stopped it from draining power. That's interesting. Oh! Oh! Ow! You know, Uh-oh. Can somebody please fix that? Please? Somebody? Hang on. Did I seriously just get, like, one KO'd in, like, a single shot here? Because if that's true, No, we have engineers. Come on, engineer! Yeah, there we go. Fix that up. People are, like, suffocating over here. Or maybe not yet. They're going to if you don't fix it. Oh my gosh. That was terrible! We just lost like 4 people, and it... Oh, man, that was terrible. And I was just reading, like, you should put a laser turret right in the middle of your base to help protect against incoming attacks. Very well. I guess we will, won't we? Does this have scale? No, it doesn't. I kind of wish these things would have like a... If they have like a radius, they would show you like how much it would... what it takes to... What kind of space they cover. But I don't know if that is true about that item. Alright, well... Damn it! What was it gonna cost again? 2 bioplastic, 5 metal, and 2 semiconductors. How many semiconductors do we have? Do we have any? We do not. We are making one. You're waiting on a semiconductor, so technically this thing is kind of like wanting materials. Okay. How's our spares doing? 9. Yeah, we're... How much is our maximum for spares again? I need to check this out. There's a lot of things here. I'm picking back up on, like, after a week, so... Yeah, okay, manufacturing limits. How many spares? 20. We're nowhere near that yet. These require metal and bioplastic. And we're kind of struggling for bioplastic right now. Okay. Alright then. I'm thinking... I'd like to reconfigure this later, but not right now. I'm thinking what I might want to do is, like... This is the problem. Let's see. I don't have a lot of bioplastic on hand at the moment. That's why I've been kind of just waiting for some bioplastic to come in and just stocking up on, like, metal and stuff. Because I just haven't had the bioplastic to easily take down stuff and then move it around more easily without wasting resources, because every one of these connections that I remove is a bioplastic lost, and that's not even counting anything else that might be lost during the process. And what just hit? I've been hit twice in a row. That that's not pleasant. I'm thinking I might want to actually move some things around. Like, now, in spite of everything. This is... Good grief. Did, like, an update come along and make meteors more aggressive towards your base? Because that's what it feels like to me. Can I recycle this and it will... It does give me back my metal. Huh. Can I Alright. But I can recycle... No? Oh. I see. Yes, you would need to connect it elsewhere. That metal's gonna vanish, watch. Dismantle this. That metal right there is just gone. I don't like that. That really annoys me that you can't recycle a little bit more material out of the connections automatically. I'm thinking that, like, beds and other things also don't maintain their resources if you delete the whole room that they're inside of, so you have to dismantle those first. And yes, I'm gonna take down the medical bay. I'm just gonna do this now. We're gonna get started on this. Just start. Okay, what do you have? Medicinal supplies and other such stuff. I got lots of metal. Here, have some of that. Actually, if I recall, yeah, I was doing some stupid trading. Well, no. We still got, like, tons of space for materials, so I'm not going to really worry about it. Dismiss. And I was thinking, like, we could sell some stuff, but at the same time I realized that it's not actually worth it, because we're losing money by selling the metal, although we're gaining space. Right now we don't need that space because this one single storage room is doing a lot for us. I'm considering getting rid of this structure, but in order to get rid of it I have to, like, connect over here first, I think. Otherwise it won't let me until I've connected these two together. Which is fine, I guess. May as well set it up, because I'm going to have to do that anyway. Because I need to take this down, and I may also want to dismantle this at some point so I can move it elsewhere. I just need to move some things around. In the meantime, I think I'm going to go ahead and put a new sick bay somewhere else. Actually, right here would be really nice. Right off this point here, because the medical supplies are, like, there, and the lab is right there. Yeah, you know what? I'm sorry, Mr. Signpost, but I already have one of you, and I don't need... Well, actually, first, let's recycle this one. Yeah. And then we'll recycle that one. That way we get some... Oh. It went down. Interesting. Huh. Maybe it does account for the materials in the thing. I thought it didn't. The materials you'll actually get back. Oh my gosh. I really need to get a laser gun up to just start shooting down those meteors, because that's a lot worse than it used to be. I'm not. I've never had that many freaking meteors just coming down right on top of my base, basically. Which is kind of unusual that it's becoming such a huge thing right now. I think I'd like to put a laser gun like right here-ish. Okay. Alright, can I just yes. And then I can cut here. And then remove you. Yep. Just completely bisect it right along there and make room in here for other stuff. We're moving stuff around. I'm losing some materials unavoidably, but it has to be done. I need a medical room, sick bay over here, but I can't place it because there's stuff in the way at the moment. Let's speed things up a little bit further even. Okay, now how about that laser gun? I'm still considering the location here. I need to get this moved. I need to even move the dorm, really. But if I remove the dorm, people are going to get tired very quickly, probably, and start complaining and all that. And yeah, I'm going to have to build a dorm elsewhere if I'm going to build it. If I'm going to move stuff around, I need to have a bigger. Just put a dorm elsewhere. So where do I want to put this dorm? I could put it on the inside. That's not an entirely bad idea. Yeah, we'll do that. We're making a whole bunch of changes. We're shifting things around, rebuilding stuff, and I'm considering like replacing this in a different fashion, like building a bigger one rather, but at the same time, like, if I'm gonna, I don't know, I don't feel like doing that right now, so I'm just gonna take it, build a small one for now. We don't have the bioplastic to play around with it as much as I'd like to. So I don't have much space to play with here either, but I think there is good. Okay, that'll do. Move the sick bay closer to the medical supply area. Also, now when we get visitors later, they can actually go straight to the sick bay a lot easier. Actually, question: can I build? No, I wanted to build interior structure medical. Can I build a bigger one in here? I can. Ooh. Yeah, do that. Give me a big med bay. That'll be much better. What do you got? Ooh, you got the constructor bot patent. I've got a lot of money. I got a lot of metal. You know what? I'm gonna sell you a bunch of metal, dude. I want that. 55% commission. It'll do. Okay, yeah. That's a lot of metal to sell, but it's worth it. Okay, and I could get a constructor bot with it, and that would speed things up around my base. I think we'll sell some vegetables. It's 558. Okay. Let's see here. What else can I sell? I don't really want to sell any of those, so I guess I'll spend some coin for this. So I could get a constructor bot and constructor bot patent. That way I can start making my own. Actually, I'll build them on my own. I'd rather save the money. Yeah, we'll do with that. Just give me some coins to fill it out. Okay, trade. We'll give them a bunch of metal, get the constructor bot patent, then build our own constructor bots. That'll be good. Alright, so the second dorm is finally up. Let's start dismantling. Stop sleeping in the beds that I'm trying to dismantle. Yes, I know you want to sleep. Okay, let's hold shift and that should allow me to place. Yep. I'm going to really compress these as much as I can. Because why not? Originally I was like, I don't really care about making it perfect. To fit in, really. Nope, nope. Has to be undone. Because it didn't get placed properly the first time. Try again. And the reason why I want to do this now, make it perfect, whereas before I didn't, is because I actually saw what it looks like when it's actually looks properly done, so you can get the maximum capacity in possible. And it looked really nice. So I decided I wanted to do this for myself. Please, why? Why do you do this to me, game? I just want to place it in there. Is it really so hard? Dang it. It won't let me place it properly. You stinking thing. Grr. Grr. You annoy me greatly. Fine. 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 Who cares? Doesn't matter. A lot of people are unhappy right now, it looks like. Yeah, unhappy, unhappy, unhappy. Looks like another unhappy. Yeah, people are kind of... They're like, oh, everything's being changed around. I'm not happy about this. You're hurt still. Oh, right. I didn't put in medical beds. Let's fix that problem right up. Let's just get about 4 of those. That'll be fine. Okay, that'll fix that problem. Now I can dismantle this. Now the next thing I want to try and do maybe is... oh, trade ship. What do you have? Lots of ore, lots of starch, and lots of cash. I will sell you medicinal plants. And get myself a... No, actually, I'd rather have just a bunch of starch, to be honest. All the starch you can offer, because I can process that into bioplastic, which I really kind of need right now, more than a lot of other stuff. Yeah, I'll sell some vegetables too while I'm at it. In fact, you know what? I'm going to just sell as much as I can. I still save on the metal. I'll sell you some more. Why not? And I'll get like some of this. Yeah. Okay. Excellent. That'll do. Get lots and lots of starch, and then I can immediately start processing that into bioplastic, which I really kind of need. That's a good. That's a really good trade, honestly, because that means that's going to give me tons of bioplastic in a hurry. Now that I've gotten I got rid of my other starch thing, so that means I was kind of depleted, really. So I've managed to kind of counterbalance that issue now. A good deal. And I bet these guys were kind of like, oh yes, we're going to use up all your bioplastic. So, fortunately, that's not a big issue anymore. Because I probably walked myself right into that, didn't even think about it. But, fortunately, I didn't get punished for it. In fact, I had a good opportunity to walk myself out. With little issue. Glory to God. Okay, let's see here. Oh. Okay, that sounded a lot like it slammed into something important, but it didn't. Which is good. Robotics facility. No. But there's all that starch, like loads and loads of starches. That'll be good. Now, what did I need? We removed the dorm, we've moved the medical bay and made a bigger one. We have... Question, can you combine this? No. You can connect those, though. I'm not tempted to do that right now, though. I did lose that one biodome, so I'd like to build a new one. So that's the next thing on my list here. Let's build another biodome. Also, I haven't been keeping track of my time. I think it's been about 15 minutes, so I'm guessing I'll be done by 45. So, gonna keep an eye on that timer so I don't go overboard too much. Let's see here. I want biodome, right? I've seen the difference between this one and this one, and I feel like the large one isn't as good, isn't really quite as worth it in the initially, because you only get 4 additional spaces, whereas the middle one you're getting like way more than the small dome. After all, because you get like 2 slots for each of the squares here. Anyway, I'm thinking like what I'd like to do at the very minimum, very base minimum of what I want to do here. I'd like to hook it up like right here, but to there. So I'm guessing I have to go out a little bit so it goes straight out. Yeah. The general idea here is that I'd like to make this a very starch-centric kind of structure. In a way. That way I can get loads of bioplastic really easily. In a way, actually, maybe I will make this a large case one. I got the metal and bioplastic. You know what? Yeah, let's make it a big scale one. And you know what I'm going to actually put in it is like a lot of like long-term crops. The kind that take a long time to grow. Like mushrooms and maize in this case. I think I'll make like one whole section of it just maize, maybe. Because that'll make it really easy for me to manage that kind of material. So what do you got, Mr. Trade Ship? You've got lots and lots and lots of food. And you have the GM tomato DNA. Ooh, that's actually very tempting. Can I afford it with what I have? I don't really want to sell that. I don't want to sell much of that. I could sell like all the ore because I'm not that worried about that. I'll get more. I could sell and give you all the coins. And I'll be 40% commission. That's actually it's a pretty good value. Right now would be a pretty good time to buy it. I don't really want to spend my metal though because I need that. I don't like going lower on vegetables. That's just enough to really pay for it. Do I want to pay that though? That's the question. I'm going to be going a little bit low on my meat and food. My general food supply is going to go down quite a lot with that. My spares are being eaten into a little bit. I'm definitely going to lose all the cash, basically, that I have accumulated. And not to mention all this ore that was going to be processed into metal. Though I don't think that ore counts for the ore inside the processors now, so thinking about it, And given how we have like a bunch of driller bots doing work, I think we'll be fine on the ore. So the biggest issue here that I foresee at the moment, yeah. I think we'll be fine. So, yeah, we'll do that. That's another tech for us. Side note to self. Probably should get more, where was it? This guy. Yeah, you are no longer primary interest, but this one still is. Nobody's working on this right now. Okay, I'm upping that importance level because that needs to be done right now. Yeah, all these are just full right now. I think I'll up the importance on that a little bit. Oh, phooey. Yeah, we really probably should bring people inside, because there was a lot of people running outside, so yellow alert. Hurry up, people. That's going to eat into my medicine, because there was a lot of people trading at that moment in time. Oh, we haven't brought in all the starch yet. Can't seem to look at it because trading ship's on top of it right now. That's annoying. Yeah, people are still a little bit unhappy right now. I got a question, like, what does morale do if it gets really low? I don't think it would kill them, but I'm wondering, like, what happens when their morale drops too far? That's what I'm wondering about right now. I need to make a big canteen, I think. So the next structure I want to build after this biodome is finished is a big ol' massive canteen. Let's see here. Not there. This canteen. Yeah, we have a small one right now. I'd like to make like a big one. I could fit it right there. That might be good. Just considering arrangement. Yeah, I think that'd be good. Alright, so once that canteen is built, we'll move all the stuff to there. And maybe I can put another intervening transfer point along the way there. Ah, finally. Ooh, that was close. That would have been one very angry dropship owner if he suddenly got smacked by that asteroid. Now, which button was this? This. Okay, you can stop being yellow alert now. Okay, so food. You're starving. And moving very slowly. Oh, that's because speed was lowered. Because of alert time or something. Events. Stuff happening. Whatever. People are kind of starving or having issues right now because they're busy working their butts off doing all this trading. That's what I think is going on right now. They're just like, we have to do all this trading. There we go. We've got our GM Tomato DNA. That means that we can now upgrade, like the tomato pad here, to GM tomatoes. Another thing. In fact, we could do a lot of upgrades to a lot of these things, but right now I'm not going to worry about it too much. I just need to get stuff done. You need water. You need food. We aren't like... No, we got plenty of food. They're just not going and getting it. Also, I really need to move these meal makers. I need to move the canteen, basically. And yeah, I need to move the canteen. I have to move the canteen too, so it's a little bit closer and more accessible than it is right now. Honestly, it's kind of in a bad place, even where it is now, because it would be better to move it like off of the storage. But then the dorm is in the way again. And I just spent a whole bunch of time just fixing that up and making it work nice. And now it's like, oh yeah, by the way, you need to take that back down and move it around. Get that out of the way. I'm going to go ahead and put a new one in elsewhere, I think. Let's put it over here, maybe? Can I fit it anywhere over here? No. Ricky L. Lindverst died of starvation. Well, dang it. You people are like starving, even though we got like tons of food on the base. Because reasons. I really, yeah. This, gosh darn it, freaking stupid thing. God. Maybe I should take these two down. If I take both of these down, build another water processor, or like over here or something. Jeez, that was close. Okay, anyway, I'm thinking like build a water processor over here. You know what? Make it a big one. Make it a big water processor. Actually, what am I doing? No. Just connect those. Get rid of that. Do that. That's good. That's much better. Much better plan. Good idea. What do you have? And is it worth my time? You got food, and that's about it. I don't really have anything I want to trade you, so go away. Making more metal. There's a lot of things I need to just shift around and move around and upgrade and improve, and it's just like Alright, well, at least I can start putting in upgrading this eating area. Okay, so actually cancel that for a second. I need to think about this for a second. I may have just built a structure that I may be tearing down again because I'm trying to figure out how I want to arrange things, but I think it would be a good idea to put the canteen like over here, actually, like shoot off of like here or there or over here. Let's shoot off somewhere into this area. Get rid of this. More people just dying of starvation. They're falling like flies. Dagnabbit freaking. Alright. Time to go. You need to go, mister. So if I says no, and then if I do that, it'll go to 1. Yeah, okay. So we're going to dismantle that. We're going to dismantle this. And just go ahead and do the whole thing. Get rid of that. Get rid of this as well. Get rid of that. Actually, leave that in for now. I want this to get cleared out, so they need to move it back inside. And then we've run out of spares already? Oh, good grief. Dagnabbit. Okay, fine. Just lower that priority at the moment. Okay, well, at least we can start building some, we definitely need to start getting some, like, starchy plants growing. So we're gonna go ahead and actually just, yeah, give me a whole bunch of those. We're gonna do that for the medicinals as well, real quick. And I'm just gonna go ahead and get rid of the ones over here. You're somewhat towards finished. You are gonna be. You're done in there. Get rid of you. You know what? Just get rid of you too. I don't feel like I want you there. So there's plenty of medicinals, plenty of maize going on. All that maize was basically what was over here previously. Now we got a decent amount of starches coming in from that again. Let's go ahead and add. Let's add some faster growing plants, like some hydroponics, rice. Let's just throw in a little mixture of everything in there. A bunch of starchy goods there. Just a nice variety. I think that's a lot better. That means we'll get lots more starches and then hopefully a lot more bioplastic. We still get plenty of food so far. I'm not worried about this running into problems right now. I'm just like need to deal with things. Actually, I think I'm gonna get rid of you because I'm gonna have more stuff over there anyway. I didn't check how close it was to finishing. Should have done that. Food. No, we're fine. Get out of here. Just dismiss. We don't want you. Thank you for these stuff, though. I mean, yeah. I think I want to try and move the control center as well. A little bit. Okay, let's see here. I'd like to see where I'd want to move the canteen. So, let's see here. I want to build a large one. Can I even fit it in here when there's stuff? No, it's not even going to let me fit it in there until the stuff is out of the way. So I have to wait for them to move everything around. Okay, we've got plenty of water now, so I'm going to go ahead and dismantle this. And we aren't even using this right now, so just dismantle that. Is there a radio console in here? No, just two telescope consoles. I think I'm going to just go ahead and like maybe dismantle one. No, leave it alone. I'm just shifting everything around because I'm like trying to get a better arrangement of stuff because it's just not. Oh my goodness, that's more important right now than this is. So you can lower that priority. Get this done first because it's like not being handled. Oh my goodness, Dad nabbit, freaking stupid meteor is blowing up my freaking colonists. Sucks. Getting hit by meteors. Not cool at all, man. Probably have to move the dorm room too. Get this out of the way. Okay, now we need to put in the canteen. I need to get the canteen down so I can work out where I want to put the other stuff. I'm also going to move this now as well because other arrangements. Canteen. There we go. That's actually pretty good. There's probably the best location, I think. Considering... kind of not. I'm trying to figure out where it... I can connect there. That'll be good. And I can connect there. That'll also be good. And yes, I know I can't get in there because that's now blocked off, but I realize that that's not very important now because they repair things from inside and they don't need to go outside to fix it or anything, so it's like, no big deal. Just connect these together and that'll help a lot. So I want to... okay, that's the problem. Okay, let's fix that up. I'm going to drop the priority, leave this one at normal priority now. You're not... Okay, you know what? I'm going to get rid of that and put GM tomatoes over here, I think. Oh, what do you have? You have starch, and I do need more bioplastic. You have driller bots. Actually, hang on. No. I want to see base management. Driller bots. I have 3 right now. I could use more. Carrier bots. I don't really need that many. Need many more. Though it would be nice to have them. We do have spare food. 60% commission. That's a lot. They also have semiconductors. Okay, let's sell some of the food. Keep the medicine. Sell the medicinal. Spare medicinals, because we don't need all that medicinal plant. That's kind of the reason why I have that there. It's a cash crop for me right now. Starch. Bioplastic. We definitely need more starches, but we've got a lot of stuff that grows it now. I think we'll be fine. I will buy some raw bioplastic just to surge my economy, though. I'll sell some ore. Yeah, so we get a carrier bot and some bioplastic. Some coins. That'll do. Trade. That'll be good. I need to build another starport. Or not starport, another landing pad elsewhere. Requires landing pad. Huh. So you can build the landing pad, then upgrade to the starport, and then remove the landing pad. Then you don't have to have the landing pad anymore, theoretically. But interesting. Just interesting. I'm like trying to consider other locations. Oh wait, never mind. I have like 2. Okay, 2 were depleted. 2 still remain. We're good. Removing one of the windmills actually seems to have slightly impacted my overall capacity a little bit, but that seemed fine. Okay, so recycle that. So if I really recycle this, I'd get that, and if I recycle this, it gives me 1, and if I recycle it now, yeah, okay. So it doesn't matter. I can just get rid of it. Now, I probably should have built the other structure first, but that one was in the way, so we're just going to hope that no solar flares decide to come out of nowhere and annihilate the heck out of me. Because that would suck a lot. I think we will do... I think we will put you just... there, maybe. Maybe I should make it a smaller one. And do it like that. That'd be nice. No, I kind of want to make it a large one just because of various reasons. Okay. And then we can connect right off of here and here if we want to. How do we want to do this? Okay, I guess I can increase the priority on that. I think I should probably allocate more of my food farming over to here, so it's more higher priority for stuff. I'm still trying to decide whether I want to like combine these two, or if I should just do both. I'm gonna just do both. I mean, I don't think I can fit anything small in between, even though I should be able to, because look at that. There's plenty of space. There's tons of room for this stuff, and nope, can't do it. Fine, whatever. That works. That'll do. Oh, it wouldn't. No more than getting rid of this one. Stupid thing. Okay, anyway. So that's the control center. Then I'm going to upgrade it with this necessary stuff. I'm going to put in the laser gun. And then we're going to have to close this episode. Okay, let's do that real quick. Laser gun. I'll be right next door to the control center as soon as I can put it in. CR6 irreversibly damp. Uh-oh. Was that one of my driller bots? Please tell me that wasn't one of my driller bots, because those are really, really useful. No, it wasn't. Okay, CR. I think that was... I don't know what that was, but I guess it was a carrier bot. Can I... Please, I want to... Yes, CR. Okay. Okay. Farm dome patent. Well, I don't really have the money for that, but it would have been nice. I could use more bioplastic, and I got a bunch of ore. So you know what? I'm going to sell you all this ore and the medicinal plants, and I'll buy your bioplastic. In fact, I'll sell some metal so I can get a little bit more. Yeah, that leaves me 20 metal. Gets rid of a bunch of the spare ore that I got just hanging around. And I get a bunch of bioplastic in return. Yeah, that sounds like a pretty good trade. Get as much money back out of it as I can. I'd like the farm dome patent, but I don't see myself making good use of that right now, so... I mean, I just built this biodome. If I would have to basically tear down both biodomes to really make good use of the farm dome patent, because then I'd be going, oh yeah, let's upgrade to the super farm dome. I actually like how this network is coming together. Now that I got this canteen here, I can move this one as soon as I start putting stuff in here, so let's do that. Meal makers. Boop, boop, boop. Can I fit a water thingy in the back? I can. Let's do that. And then I'd like some tables on each of these points. So we're going to need those. Some decorative plants. Make people feel a little bit happier. Uh-oh. Okay. I'm glad that it does slow the thing down. Anyway, like I said, this episode has gone on long enough. I really need to cut it out. So I'm going to have to cut it out now because I need to do that. But I wanted to put this in. Dang it, I can't get it in just yet. But I'm definitely going to put it in next episode. You just wait and see. Because I need that. I need to stop the freaking meteors from falling on my head. I've been hit like 3 times. 3 or 4 times even. But anyway, I'll be recording, so Envo out.